Mr. Lepore.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hola.
Como
Well-
estas?
Welcome to Los Buenos Hermanos. My name is Gustavo. But
You can call me Gus.
We are live.
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 We're live. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Stuttering in Silence. We are live. You boop up, beep boop. Live.
You're dead. Cynthia is dead.
Cynthia, you are dead.
Cynthia. Rob.
Julia Robb
Hurts.
Hurts.
Sometimes you can still
Shout
watch.
out to Gunny. Yeah, we were laughing about that. We were laughing about that clip the other day
Yeah.
on vacay.
So the topic we have discussed today
What are we talking about?
is holidays
Yeah.
and the diminishing returns you get
Okay.
for them, get of them, how you feel about
How
them
you feel about them as you get older?
as you get older.
Okay.
How'd you know?
I don't know.
Did we discuss this already?
Maybe. Oh, my phone's not on silent, so that would have been awkward if my girly friend wanted to text me, because she likes me or something.
Oh, you have a girlfriend
I mean,
for like 3 years? Or something?
I mean, listen, buddy. 2 years, first of all.
I feel like it's been forever.
Well, I've known her forever,
Nah, that's fair. But
so.
this is an interesting topic because, as you grow older, you find out about Santa Claus. You find out about.
What do you mean? We'll find out about Santa Claus. I've known about him since I was like a little kid, dude.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you, that Santa Claus, he's
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So like when he comes,
He's making a list,
yeah,
checking it twice.
He'll find out if you're
Naughty or nice.
made
Made the nice list 17 years running. You know what I mean?
what happened to the others? 8.
Don't worry about that.
Okay. Wait, no.
It's between me and him.
6.
That's between me and him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awkward now. So, all right. So, Christmas time, and you find out that Santa Claus is a cool dude, and then,
spread a cheer.
but yeah, like you find out Santa Claus isn't real, and as you
Good.
okay, and as you go through, I just don't want to ruin
I
anything
knew
for you.
Santa Claus wasn't real, man.
Okay, cool.
Damn it!
But
I'm
yeah.
fine.
So, and then like the Easter Bunny and everything like that, and kind of as we're going along, you just get older. It doesn't mean the same thing it did as when you were a kid, and I feel like nowadays.
Everybody want to talk shit like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move the lips. Just a bunch of gibberish. Motherfuckers, I forgot about Dre.
Did you just quote Eminem?
Nope.
All right. So, on holidays.
Can I just say one more thing?
Sure.
Hi, my name is Eminem, and I like some M&Ms, Eminem and Eminem. Sorry. It just popped into my head, so I figured I had to go for it.
You're going to blow my brains out.
Don't do that.
Call
That
me,
would be
call
no
me
bueno.
brains because I'm blowing them.
That would be no bueno.
But how do you feel with the holidays?
I don't like them.
Okay. Yeah. I'm along on the same path, especially like nowadays. I feel that. Good.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that I think that they're kind of pointless. And like, look, don't get me wrong. I do think that like getting together with your family, if you do that and like, share like a big meal and like interact and have a good time. That's totally fine. For me personally, though, I just think that they bring a lot of stress to the house, like to the family, to the like your life for really not a lot of reward when you think about
I
it.
agree with you. Yeah.
Like when you're a kid, obviously, people like you love like presents because you're
You're a
family.
kid.
Yeah, you're a kid. You're
Toys.
like but now as an adult, it's like, and people made this joke to me when I became an adult. They're like, "Oh, you just don't want to buy gifts for people," and I'm like, "No, it's no problem buying gifts for people. The problem is feeling like I have to buy you something."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for me personally, I don't think a relationship or a friendship or anything, or like a relationship within your family, should require you to show how much you mean to them or whatever by what you buy them on a specific day.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
Agreed. And and that's why Christmas is one of the leading holidays that people go into credit, like the biggest credit card debt situation.
Yeah.
And because they go, oh, well, Joey, Billy, Bobby, Stephanie, Gavin, Matt, like, they all want gifts. They all need gifts.
Yeah.
I have to buy them gifts.
Yeah.
And, it's like, okay, well, he wants this. Why can't you get him this? But, and as you kind of trickle along, it's like, is this something that is, one, financially stable? Can you buy it 3 times and still be okay? As you and I say all the time. But I feel that even on, like, Thanksgiving, it's a drag.
I mean, Thanksgiving is probably the holiday that I like the most, besides like maybe like 4th of July. But yeah, I mean,
4th of J is pretty cool.
Yeah, for 4J,
4J,
the Fodge.
Fodge. Getting shorter and shorter.
I love the. I love. No, I think I like. Look, what it really comes down to for me is like Thanksgiving. I get to spend like with some family members. Like really, it's like my dad and like
Sure.
maybe I used to spend it with my mom's side of the family a lot. And it's you get some good food. You say what you're thankful for, and I mean. But the problem that I see a lot of people run into a lot of the time is like they don't act thankful the rest of the year until like the holidays come.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I'm thankful for everybody all the time, every day.
Thanks, man.
You were definitely included in that original statement. Of course, bud. All right, I feel something for you. You're all right, you man.
That reminds me of like that Basement Yard episode where he goes, I thought I saw something that we could do together. You know what, Joey? I love when you think of something that we could do together. It makes me feel loved and wanted. And he just goes, stop that. Oh, okay. That seems like, okay. All right, go ahead.
Do I know what you're talking about? Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do they know what we're talking about?
I don't know. Do you guys know what we're talking about? Oh, that's right. They can't answer because they're not here. God. What are you, a moronic moron face head? Anyway, I'm sinking like further into this chair as we like progress. But yeah, I think the holidays are like I said, I'm grateful for everybody that I have in my life, all the time, 24/7, 365. But I do think that there, for a lot of families, it's definitely a way to get together with some closer relatives or some further away relatives that you don't get to see all the time or whatever the case, which I think is cool.
I do think it's cool too, and like people have family even out in like as close as Ohio or maybe like Colorado. Like I know I had family in Georgia that was just here, but it is nice. The only thing is I feel like as we're like the country's going and where like, everyone's progressing.
Yeah.
I feel that maybe it's because we're older now, which people always say. But it's like, and you brought up like last night about that one Santa movie.
Yeah.
Like the Christmas spirit isn't here, but Santa Claus needs And as you go along, I think, despite how you feel about religion and politics, it's like there should be some kind of like resemblance of cheer. Like on the holiday, you can see family. You don't have to exchange gifts, but just like this jolly feeling.
Right.
And I feel like it's just not. It's not it. It's not around. Same thing with like Halloween as you get older, right? And I have views on that, but go out as a kid, like you said last night. Go out as a kid. You knock on random doors. You get candy. You run around with your friends. You have mischief night. You said last night.
I'm the devil.
I'm the devil. Your brain is just all memes.
Well, that's what you get when you become the meme lord.
You are the meme lord.
So
it actually is a little scary how many memes I can rattle off.
Help.
But yeah, like you get older now. It's like you don't even care. Like I'll work on that night.
Yeah, I mean, I've started feeling that way when like I remember my first birthday I worked. You know what I mean? And then I realized like, wow, nobody really cares. Because like when you're a kid or whatever, you spend the whole day with all your friends and family thinking about solely you, and like your party, what you want to do that day, your gifts, your feelings, and then you work on. Then you all of a sudden you're an adult and like you're working on your birthday, and then you realize, wow, this is just a normal Thursday. Like nobody cares. So then for me, it started to make me think like, why do I care? Because like, so my mom is somebody that is super into celebrating the holidays, or not really anymore, but used to be like super into it.
Sure.
My dad was vehemently against it, so they both were like scared, or they were both upset at the fact that like my mom was upset, like, oh, your dad's gonna tell you what to believe in, and then my dad was upset because he's like, she's gonna tell you what to believe in, and they were kind of, you know what I mean. And then I just kind of like figured it out on my own, you know. And then like the way I feel about it is like, really, I was working on my birthday, and I was like halfway through my shift, and I was eating a roast beef hoagie,
Nice.
and I'm chilling out, and then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I think somebody texted me, and they're like, "Oh, happy birthday!" And it was at that moment that I realized, like, holy shit, I forgot it was my birthday. Like when you woke up, I get like the birthday texts and like that. Kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't really think about it, and then I got that text again, and I was like, oh my god, like
It's
yeah.
your birthday. Yeah.
And then like for me, it's like my dad would just be like, hey, like happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't work, he might make me breakfast or be like, hey, you know,
Go
whatever.
out somewhere. Yeah.
You know, but that's it. You know, and then I think it gets ruined because it's really all you need.
Yeah.
You know.
And I was the same way. I was working, and I never really made it a big deal. And you know, like you guys would be like, "Oh, hey man, happy birthday, love you, bro." I'm like, "Thanks, man." But then it's like, that's great. You love getting those texts.
Yeah.
Makes you feel good. People care about you. But then it's like, you know, you hit like 10 o'clock, getting done the gym. You're not going around parading around that it's your birthday.
More like go to the gym. You're right.
What?
You said 10 o'clock. Get done the gym. I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
I'd have
go
to
to
get
the
there.
gym at 10.
Yeah, I do get there at
11,
later now.
12.
Anyways, yeah. My point being is like you don't really tell anyone. You go to the gym. Everyone's just doing their own thing, and then you go to work, and you're like, I'm sure at Toledo's at that time, you're like getting your butt kicked, you know,
Yes.
and then you don't even think about it.
No.
And then that later on text when someone like sees your Snapchat, the cake next to it, happy birthday. Thanks, man.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, I mean, I also think like it's a little awkward when you really think about it. Like if you like, but it's also at the same time, it's like if somebody wants to come over and be like, "Yo, bro, I got you this gift for your birthday. You know, I was thinking about you." Like, yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But it just for me, it's more of like a, you know, in passing kind of a thing. Like we come in here to do the podcast, and maybe I'll be at Wawa, and I'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna grab him a drink too, instead of just grabbing myself a drink. Or I might ask you, or if you're hungry, I could pick you something up. Like that kind of thing is because it's more real world kind of stuff.
Like the one night you came over with my bed, I'm like, yeah, dude, I got you a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you. Like, yeah.
Like it's really just a matter of like how you're basically the holidays are like getting together and being together and like showing your appreciation for the other person.
Yeah.
But why can't we just do that more often?
See, I agree with you, and see, that's one of the things I do attribute to our friend group.
Yeah,
it's like we are very good at like, yo, dude, love you, bro. Like, hang up the phone, or when we all get together, and that's why when we did Friendsgiving the one year, it was great. It was a big celebration.
I love
but we all
Friendsgiving.
do that anyways.
Yeah,
we all go to the movies, or we'll hang out, or we'll do whatever, and it's like.
So let me ask you this.
Okay.
What would you say?
No, probably not.
Oh, you don't think?
No, probably not.
I'd probably agree. What would you say your like? Did you have like a core memories from like when you were like going and like doing Christmas and like Halloween and like all these different things when you were young, like when you were younger, that you can like that makes you feel like kind of like you would miss that.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of memories. Like some of them, you know, it's Halloween, going around, you get a whole group of your friends that are all in the neighborhood, and you run around and get candy. You know, Christmas time comes around, we used to try to catch Santa. We used to have these spy watches, and they had like a little like attachable camera. We would tape it to the door of the bathroom, and I would aim down on the balcony. You could see the tree. And then you let it record, but you're stupid and small and a kid, and then you realize the watch is gonna die and can't hold 10 hours. Yeah. So things like that. Like, what about you?
Or maybe someone knows it's there, and maybe every year the camera died. Picking up what I'm putting down. Yeah.
Are you saying that the Loch Ness Monster is real?
I was saying that chickens can probably procreate asexually, but yeah, that too.
Well, all right. So what about you? Do you have anything that you look back and you go, you know, I missed that. I had a great time on like Thanksgiving and we did this.
Yeah, I definitely have a couple. I mean, you know, I definitely miss a little bit. Like I like the feeling of being at my mom's, and it's like the day before, like Christmas. It's like Christmas Eve. We always open one gift, and that's when we did our dinner.
Yep.
So like the whole family would be over and like everybody be vibing out and whatever, and then like it would be like that whole night, and then my favorite part was when everybody kind of went home or went to bed or whatever. I was always the night owl, so I was always the person that was like up the latest, and I'd be up. And there's nothing like watching like ESPN or playing like video games or like a new video game you just got.
Yeah.
And sitting there in the dark with like only light being from the tree, from the tree lights.
Okay.
And it's just like a cozy, like it's snowing outside back then, before like global warming, and like it's a beautiful sight outside. You're super excited. You're so amped because like you're gonna wake up and you're gonna open up all your gifts.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm starting to get tired, but I'm like playing the game. Like it was just like a very nice feeling,
Yeah.
And the same thing for Thanksgiving. I always like call back to like I really do like the Thanksgivings that we have now, like Friendsgiving, and even like when I'm spending it, like if I spend it with my dad, like he's not a traditionalist, so he's like, what, I don't want to really have turkey, I want to have steak, and he's like,
go to that.
you know what I mean? He's like, I'm making filet mignons, where he's like, why don't we have like a surf and turf, like maybe some lobster, some clams, some steak, some shit, whatever it is.
Break the mold. I just spit everywhere. Ew.
Yeah, so it's like that's what I think of. Is like it's like a nice memory that like it's something to look forward to now.
Yeah.
But as a kid, like there was something to be said for like spending it at my grandma Lois's house. Like her house, it was like the family would come over, and it was kind of cool because, I never really got to see like my parents get parented in a way.
Okay.
Like, so.
Oh, like, hey, do this or.
Yeah, like, so like my mom and all my uncle, my aunt, and like the whole family would be over, and we'd all be like doing whatever, and it was just like the ambiance of the house and like, like the lighting and like the leaves outside and the smells and the Cowboys getting like playing football on TV every year.
They're winning and you're celebrating them?
No, they're losing.
Oh.
Most notably every year in the first or second round of the playoffs. So, yeah. But I do think that that's what I mean. Like it's something where like my grandma would be like in the kitchen like helping out or like making like directing traffic, and my parents like my mom was in there like helping out and stuff and
directing traffic.
She'd be in there making whatever, and then she'd be like telling people like, hey, like make this, do this, grab this, and it was just a nice thing. So but yeah, those are like some of the memories that like I have. But
so one thing that I always thought was interesting is like we feel the way we feel now, right? And I'm sure at some point there's gonna be a little Soden running around, and then maybe eventually we'll see what happens. There could be a little Matt running around, and it's like how we feel. We're gonna deal with the holidays how we deal with them, right? Whether you decide to do Santa Claus, whether you decide to do all that kind of stuff, or you do something like your dad. You don't conform, but you still make that time special.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird because it's like there's this transfer of a torch that happens when you have kids or something like this, or even with your own family. Like say you and Sky, for instance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, well, I want to make this special. We don't have to do like the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah.
But you now make this your own thing. You now make this special for a different reason, which I do think is wild and has a great connotation because it's now, this is how it used to be. I don't really like it anymore. I'm older. This really doesn't interest me. It's something that you just do. And now it's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Dad.
Yeah.
What are we having for Thanksgiving? Dad, can you come walk with me while I get candy from these strangers? There's a man in the white van. It says free.
No. First of all, that's your Uncle Matt.
But yeah, I just like. How do you feel about that?
So I would say the way I feel about it now is for my kids, I would instill more of a, this like obviously when the holidays are happening, they're going to be surrounded by it in school with their friends and their friends' families and the TV and all that stuff. So there's really no escaping it. But I would have to just kind of put it out there, like listen, you're basically your friends and their families and all are celebrating being around one another.
They're stupid. No.
They're celebrating being around one another.
Yeah.
And we're going to do the same. We're just not going to do it in the same way.
Yeah.
But I also think that I don't think to a little kid saying like you're not allowed to celebrate or you're not allowed to do this or this is wrong and blah blah blah. They're not going to understand what you're saying fully.
Yeah.
So I think if you just kind of put it to them like, hey, listen, we're still gonna have that ambiance of like, yeah, we're gonna have a big dinner on Thanksgiving and we're gonna do this and a third, but like, and like on Christmas, yeah, maybe we make it like an event where it's like, yeah, Christmas is around the corner. Maybe we go and like, I don't know, do like a some kind of like outside event. Like maybe we go like, hey, we're gonna go snowboarding or we're gonna go to this cabin and or like whatever it is. I don't know. I'm not there yet, but make it so where it's like they still get the feeling of like, yeah, like they can like because. I do like the ambiance of Christmas, like like the cheeriness and
absolutely.
like people drinking like all the different like mint drinks and like the hot
That's
cocoa.
That song.
Yeah, baby, it's cold outside. I'm going home. No, you're not. But like that's what I think. So, but then when they get older, I'm gonna kind of put it to them like, look, your whole life we haven't celebrated. You know what I mean? Like we haven't celebrated Christmas, like this, that, and the third, whatever. And listen, you're coming up of the age. Like maybe I'll talk to them at like 16, maybe 18. Like, hey, listen, you can make this decision for yourself. If you have to make this decision if this is something you want to partake in, or not. And it's the same thing my dad said to me. He's like, look, you don't have to believe what I believe. You don't have to follow what I do. You don't have to do the same thing for your mom.
Yeah.
But just figure it out for yourself.
Yeah.
And go with it.
And that's
what about you?
That's healthy, and I do think that's healthy. I mean, when I have kids, I'll probably still go along with the whole Santa thing. But the only situation that I have with all that is it's more biblical. But I don't know. I think it's pretty cool that you do have that succession. It's like that rekindling of the fire.
Yeah.
It's like how you felt when you were a kid. You're gonna do the best what you believe to rekindle this fire, and then you're gonna do it for your kids.
Yeah.
Like, let's say you do you don't do the traditional Thanksgiving, which actually I think is great. Yeah. Filet mignon, because honestly, I can't stand turkey.
Yeah.
You do a filet mignon, and like this is great for them, But then you're also teaching them you don't have to conform to bullshit.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I'd rather have a filet than some fucking turkey.
Yeah.
And not everyone knows how to cook a turkey.
Yeah.
Which kind of blows my mind because it really isn't that entirely hard. But regardless, we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole. I actually don't mind it. And the thing is I do think it is cool that at a certain aspect, you get to go and you get to make your own kind of holiday.
Yeah.
You get to create your own family, which is nice. And I feel that if you do what you're supposed to do, and every generation is to get better, then your holiday should get better. I just feel that maybe it's just the generation. Maybe it's just the fact that we're older, we're looking at things differently. But holidays just... They don't hit the same, bro.
They don't be hitting the same.
They don't be hitting the same. Honestly, it sounds like a whole bunch of cap. All fax, no printer.
Wow.
Homie slice.
Okay. Well.
Hashtag pop off, sis.
Slay queen.
Slay.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get canceled from that, too.
I don't know. Just another white guy with the podcast. No, but I think, and like don't get me wrong. Like, a couple years ago we went to like Cody's Christmas party.
Yeah.
And like that was a good time, and like people like did I participate? But then you see like did I participate in the white elephant thing?
Yeah.
No, I participated in the drunk elephant. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
This is gonna sound really homosexual, and I'm sorry, Christine, if you're gonna listen to this, but all I wanted out of that white elephant was a big black dildo.
Wow.
Well, you always hear stories, and I saw all the dildos. I'm like, I don't want that dumb one, right? Like, I don't want to use it, but I thought it'd be the funniest thing to open up my bag, because the things you can do that is endless. You can I can just put it on top
endless, he says.
Like, listen.
Maybe this is one of those moments where you like really, really reconsider what's about to come out of your mouth, and then just kind of think of like,
But listen,
no, but like,
how
no. So like, maybe there's an opportunity for you to kind of take a step back and reevaluate and reassess this situation, because you're gonna say, I think something is very funny, and then I have this feeling based upon previous encounters, just my own assessment here, of where it's not going to be funny to anyone but you, and then it's going to sound pretty dumb. So maybe we just take this moment, the next like 30 seconds, to just like reevaluate, and then continue forward on a less construed path, possibly.
Cool, got it. Okay, so as I was saying,
Mm-hmm.
the holidays,
Mm-hmm.
great to spend with friends,
Yep.
great to spend with family. You look
Yep.
so uncomfortable, and with that night, it's great. You spend time with family. You get to it gives you an excuse to have a little fun, and to see people that you don't always see.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying before, like when we went to Cody's party, it was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah.
I'd love to do it again, because you get to see people you don't see all the time. You get to eat some good food, and you get to hang out. However, I just don't agree, and that's the good part of it, and like a good time to be able to do that with whatever. But I just don't agree with the whole holiday and the whole like gift sharing and that kind of thing. And I feel like to each their own. If you do, that's fine. And like when we were at his party, they were doing the gifts and all that stuff. And it's like
But I do agree with you with that. Is it puts too much strain. And you know what I thought was interesting too, I didn't really think about it until you said it, and my brain was processing all that. As you mentioned last night about Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And I thought it was interesting because you said you don't just put extra strain. Like, did I do anything? No. But you love and care and do things, like a lot of things for Sky.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you don't need this day to be like you and her when you guys go on nice dates, you do all these cool things, you see her, you take care of her. And I thought that was interesting because what I noticed is like, and you brought the analogy up in high school. Oh, I have to get her all the chocolates. I gotta get the teddy bear. I gotta do this. Oh, what did you do?
Yeah.
Well, I bought a Fortune 500 company and gave it to her.
Wow.
I did it twice, actually, if you were just wondering.
Oh.
I'm just that good.
Yeah, that's you who I sold the Fortune 500 companies to.
Well, no, but I
That
remember when I
makes
sold them back
sense.
to you because I made it 1,500 company? Fortune 1,000 company.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
Guardrail
normal.
at 150, I'm going to be. Anyways, so, but I did think it was a good notion because it's like, why do you need a day to stress you the freak out, dude? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because.
Why did I say that?
Sorry.
I feel like that was bottled up
It
for
was.
a while.
It was.
That was in there for a minute.
But no, I did thought it was interesting because it's, you look at it, you go, as a guy, you're stressing out. I have to get this. I have to get this reservation.
Mm-hmm.
She wants pearls. She wants a nice dinner. She wants chocolates. And you have to make it a great night. Some people get hotels, which is cool to do if you do want to treat your girl.
Yeah.
But and to each of their own. I have to agree with you after you saying that standpoint last night is there's no reason to put that much stress on doing a date night. Like if you want to do a date night, and I like that you said this, if you want to do a date night, then do a date night.
Yeah. If you want to, like, what I don't understand is when people are like, "Yo, I'm freaking out right now because Valentine's Day is tomorrow. My reservation isn't. I can't get a reservation at any restaurant. I can't do this. The store doesn't have the best flowers. The chocolate selection's picked through and it's not good. Blah, 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 blah. And then you're looking at it and it's like, what happens the rest of the year? What happens every day before and after Valentine's Day? Like, do you not talk? Do you not get each other things? Do you not hang out?
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like, they put so much pressure, and it's always like, oh, I gotta up what I did last year, or we've been dating for 5 years now. I need to get her this, and
If he wanted to, he would.
exactly. And it's like, dude, do you know? Like, I mean, me and Sky have been together for 2 years, right? And like, we don't go on a lot of dates. We don't do like, I want to do more of it. Don't get me wrong, but like, we just don't right now. And like, I tell you what, she's really one of the only girlfriends that I've had that were like, I could come home and we can be hanging out and we don't do anything.
Yeah.
And I am completely content. With other like my exes I've had, it's like at some point there's a problem or they want to do something all the time, and it's like it's like a give and take thing. And it's like I ask Sky all the time, like she even says, like, look, like she'll tell me, like, I want to do a date night or I want to go here, I want to do this. I'm like, okay, and we'll plan it out. Or maybe we're just spontaneous. We're like, you know what? I know we both like to go shopping for candles. Let's go shop. Let's go to breakfast. Let's go shop. It's like I think it's way more about the little things than the big things because you might get a couple big things a year, but the other 99% of the year is consisted of culmination of little things. So
yeah, and there's nothing better than that. And everyone always says it's the little things. Mm-hmm. So if you get the little things right, it just makes the big things better.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude, that was a nugget when you said that last night.
Nugget.
No, we should go back.
No.
Okay.
They don't want us back.
I know.
They're thriving without us.
Hashtag go them.
Hashtag go you. And listen, wish nothing but the best. For you.
I was going to say, are we on the same page? Because you started thinking that. I'm like, I wish nothing but the best.
No, I really do. It was a fun time.
Me too. But yeah, no, the holidays have changed a lot. And that is one thing that I have had to deal with past couple years. It's just like, I just feel like, you go, you do this, and you're probably like me. You go to each house. You go visit dad, and then you go visit mom. And it's just like, sometimes it would just be nice to just do one thing. Hang out, relax, not be it. But it's just never like that. And it's just the whole thing's just stress.
Yeah. It's always stressful.
Yeah. But anything else you want to add?
No, I think we've hit the nail on the head on this one.
You don't have any cool wrap-up things?
We can make like lasagna and split